Hi guys, today let us discuss about refraction and the properties of waves. We have already discussed about reflection in our previous video. The link to that video is given in the description below. So guys, what is refraction? The changing of direction of propagation of energy of a wave when a wave travels from one medium to another medium is known as refraction. The waves get refracted due to different speeds of waves in different media. A medium where a wave travels faster is known as a rarer medium, and a medium where a wave travels slower is known as a denser medium. A wave can refract towards the normal or away from the normal. So what governs this behavior? It is governed by the medium in which the wave is incident and refracted. Let us look at the following ray diagrams to get a better understanding on what happens to the incident rays when they have been refracted after hitting on a surface.
First, let us look at the following two ray diagrams and then discuss about the laws of refraction. In the first ray diagram and also in the second ray diagram, you can observe an incident ray and a refracted ray. And also you can observe a common interface, which is the surface of refraction. And also there is a normal which is perpendicular to the interface. So what's different in the two ray diagrams? So what is the difference in the two ray diagrams? In the first ray diagram, the incident ray is in the rarer medium, and the refracted ray is in the denser medium. And in the second ray diagram, the incident ray is in the denser medium and the refracted ray is in the rarer medium. What do we need to figure out here? We can observe that the angle of incidence is given by the letter I and the angle of refraction is given by the letter R. And here we can observe that the angle of incidence is the angle in between the incident ray and the normal, and the angle of refraction is the angle in between the refracted ray and the normal. What is the major difference in between the two ray diagrams? In the first ray diagram, you can observe that the incident ray comes from a rarer medium and it goes into a denser medium. Here you can observe that the refracted ray bends towards the normal when it is traveling from a rarer medium to a denser medium. So what happens in the next ray diagram? Here you can observe that the incident ray comes from a denser medium and goes into a rarer medium. So here you can observe that the refracted ray is bent away from the normal. But the difference we need to figure out is that whether the incident ray comes from a rarer medium or a denser medium, and the refracted ray goes away from the denser medium or to the rarer medium. Those are the important points of these two ray diagrams. Now let us discuss about the laws of refraction. The laws of refraction. The first law states that the incident ray, the normal and the refracted ray are in the same plane. This law is also seen in the laws of reflection. The second law states that the ratio of the sine value of the angle of incidence to the sine value of the angle of refraction is a constant for a given media. And we can give that by the following equation. N is equal to sine I over sine R, where I is the angle of incidence and the R is the angle of refraction. And this N is the refractive index of the denser medium. When refraction occurs, what happens? We can see that the frequency is a constant because the frequency is given by a source and the source would not change its frequency. What changes is the wavelength and the speed. So the frequency is a constant when refraction occurs, but the wavelength and the speed would change when refraction occurs.
So guys, what are the applications of refraction of waves?
Here we have a phenomenon that is observed in the sea. The water waves travel from a deeper region to a shallow region towards the shore. Initially, in the deeper region, water waves have a higher wavelength and a higher speed, and when it reaches the shallower region, it would have a lower wavelength and a lower speed. The frequency of the wave is a constant. This is because it is produced by a single source. Thereby what would change is the speed of the wave and the wavelength of the wave. This is because it is governed by the equation v is equal to f times lambda. As f is a constant, what would change is the term v and lambda. From the following ray diagram, it is clearly visible that in the deep water, the wavelength of water waves is longer, whereas in the shallow water, the wavelength of water waves is shorter. Here, the deep water region acts as the denser medium, whereas the shallow water region acts as the rarer medium. Thereby, the incident water wave refracts towards the normal because it is traveling from a denser medium to a rarer medium. The rainbows that we observe by water droplets shows the properties of waves under reflection and refraction. We will discuss more about this in the optics section. The phenomenon that we observe inside a prism also fall into the category of refraction.
That is about refraction of waves. Let us discuss about diffraction in our next video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Have a nice day.